What if I told you that a man, born in a stable, raised in poverty, rejected by his own, would become the most influential human in history? He never held political office, never led an army, never wrote a book. And yet, over 2 billion people call him Lord. Time itself bends around his name, BC and AD. He was loved and hated, followed and betrayed. Some called him a liar. Others called him God. This isn't a myth. It's not religion dressed in gold. This is the real story of a man who healed, taught, wept, bled, and rose again. This is the story of Jesus of Nazareth. In a quiet corner of the Roman Empire, a young girl named Mary was visited by an angel. She would bear a son, not from man, but by the Spirit of God, and he would be called Emmanuel, God with us. There was no palace, no gold, just a stable, a manger, a child wrapped in cloth. Shepherds came. Wise men followed a star. The world slept, but heaven rejoiced. Jesus grew in Nazareth, quiet, obedient, a carpenter's son. At 30, he walked to the Jordan River. There his cousin John baptized him. And as Jesus rose from the water, a voice thundered, "This is my beloved Son." Then came the wilderness, 40 days of fasting, hunger, silence, and temptation. "Turn stones to bread," said the devil. "Bow and the world is yours." But Jesus chose obedience, chose the cross. Long before he carried it, he returned with power, but not of this world. He healed the sick with a word, touched lepers, gave sight to the blind. But more than that, he taught with compassion. Of your enemies, forgive 70 times 7. Blessed are the poor in spirit. He spoke of a kingdom not built by swords, but by love. And he told stories of lost sons, mustard seeds, and hidden treasures. Not everyone rejoiced. The Pharisees, powerful, proud, saw a threat. He healed on the Sabbath. He forgave sins. He called God his Father, and the crowds loved him. But Jesus didn't chase approval. He flipped tables in the temple. He exposed hypocrisy. He walked straight into danger. One night Jesus gathered with his disciples. He broke bread. "This is my body." He poured wine. "This is my blood." He washed their feet, even the feet of Judas, who would betray him. He knew what was coming, and still he chose to love. In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus wept, "Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass. But then, not my will, but yours." The soldiers came, Judas kissed him, and Jesus did not run. He stepped forward, beaten, mocked, silent. Pilate found no fault, yet handed him over. A crown of thorns, a robe of mockery, a cross too heavy. They nailed him through hands and feet. And Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." They buried him in a tomb. Day 1, silence. Day 2, stillness. But on the 3rd day, the stone was rolled away. Jesus rose, alive, glorious, unstoppable. Death had lost, love had won. He appeared to his disciples, ate with them, showed them his wounds. "Go," he said, "and make disciples of all nations." Then he ascended, promising to return. The world would never be the same. This was Jesus, not just a man, not just a teacher, not just a prophet. He was and is the Savior. He came for the broken, for the proud, for the forgotten, for you, and he's still calling. Will you follow? If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with someone who needs hope. And remember, this isn't just a story from the past. It's a call to your future.